Steve, where would you like to be in touch, say, in about 5 to 10 years?
Still walking around.
Still
walking around.
What about you, Sandra?
Holding the NTL trophy above my head as the manager of the ACT Men's Open team. There we go.
That's a big ask.
Do you think? Or winning something with Phoenix, like the Vorden Cup, the Asian Championships, anything. I don't care. Phoenix are going to be up there.
Steve, if there was anything in the sport, what would you change?
Referees. Do we really need them? Seriously.
I agree.
I got nothing.
I really agree with you.
In the sport you want to change? No, it's fine as it is. Fine as it is.
Good answer. Sandra, what about you? Besides administration,
Oh, taking it off me.
yeah.
No.
What would you change? No.
Okay, I would change one thing, and then it's have New South Wales and Queensland beaten by my ACT Boys 12 side in October.
Well, good luck there. Hopefully that does happen. Now, we'll move on to a bit about the games. Now, obviously, you came up against the Phoenix Gold side in round 1 and had a very close loss. But from then on, the Phoenix Blue team have actually really stepped up the notch with some knocking on some good wins. Is there anything that's attributed to that? Like, have you gone through any certain game plans or just decided to let it flow?
I think it's come the experienced players that we had in the side. That we have in the side, like Davey Walsh, has really stepped up and he's using his experience to help guide the young guys around. Great talk. Again, some of the younger guys, Ben, Stevie Meikle, Cam Burdett, the ones that have sort of played a little bit of touch now, Giro, they're starting to take a little bit more of a leadership role with the younger guys. And in turn, the younger guys themselves are now starting to get a little bit more comfortable. They're still learning, obviously, but they take on board what you say, and you can see them out there trying to take it in the game. And I think that has shown, like you say, other than that first loss, I think we've won all our games. Granted, a couple of the times the other opposition have probably had players missing that would have possibly gotten them over the line, but the teams we played with the side that we had, I still think they were good. If they were good enough, they could have beaten us. But I think everyone's just stepping up and playing a good team orientated. No one's sort of taking so much control that they've got to run the show. Everyone works in with one another, and I think as the competition goes on, they will even improve a little bit more. And so, yeah, at the moment, it's been a really good campaign for us, and I think it will continue.
Now, you've got 2 games left before finals. Can we see anything out of Phoenix Blue? Do you think you can crack that second spot? You're currently sitting in 3rd on 4 and against. Do you think you can crack that second spot?
We can, potentially, obviously,
yep.
The way we've been going. I'll say yes, but, you know, it's touch. Anything could happen, but the way we've been going, I couldn't see why we wouldn't have a better than even chance of winning our next 2 games, and if we win our next 2 games, then we should be in the second spot.
Yep. Very good. Now, Sandra, obviously the women's side of things is a learning curve for a lot of players. We've split the teams quite evenly as it's shown at the moment. What do you think some of these junior players are feeling like playing with the older girls, but then also playing against some of the more experienced players from other teams?
Yeah, I think, well, the word around the fields by the young girls, they've been really enjoying it. So they've had that really good experience, and I don't think that they mind playing the other girls in our other Phoenix team, but when it comes up against some of the other girls, I think they do get a little bit intimidated. However, in saying that, I think all they need to do is realise that a little bit more patience. I was watching the Blue side last night, and I thought that the young girls actually played quite well. The improvement that I've seen from round 1 to now is remarkable, and I think if they can stick with it and realise and get that more confidence with them, but I think the older girls are helping them in that area. We've also given them autonomy by able to say that they can play in the middle and the link. We're not throwing them out onto the wing. And I think our coaching staff, yourself and Matt, are doing a really good job in the fact that you're actually giving them a lot more positive feedback, and basically keeping them on track with their goals. So, and that, you know, and those goals are basically improve each week. So, and I think we've seen that. So, I think the women's will be in a really good spot in 3 years' time. I think we've got to look at it as probably a 3 to 4 year program for us at the moment, because we do have 12 and 13-year-olds in there. So, and we normally probably won't see their potential to their sort of in their 16, 17 years of age group. So, I think that they're doing a really good job. Yeah.
Now, obviously, there's been a lot of development of players just from week 1 to now, and it's shown when they're being picked in the ACT 15 girls squad. Do you think these girls can progress and be a force for ACT not only this year, but also in future years as they go up the ranks?
Yes, I do. Actually, I think the program that we're looking to put in place with Phoenix will help them do that, and I think the pathways that we'll be able to open up to them will give them that exposure. I do believe that they're in better stead because we're bringing them in earlier with the older girls, so that it will help their development, and because it's helping their development now and they're playing against Opens teams, by then stepping back into their own age group, they should feel that they've got more time with the ball, be better in their decision making, and in turn that will make them a much better junior player, and I believe will continue into their 15s, 18s and then into an Opens.
Very good. Well, obviously you've heard a lot of words of advice from both Steve and Sandra, as well as the good things that are happening throughout the club. I'd like to thank both of you for coming on Phoenix TV Player in Focus, and look forward to seeing you around the traps.
Thank you, Glenn.
Thank you to our major sponsor, Rightway Curtains and Blinds, and Luxaflex Galleries, as well as our minor sponsor, Belconnen Soccer Club.